G'day everyone, today we'll be doing a quick critique of Out There, Omega Edition. Out There is a resource management roguelike space exploration game developed by Myclo Studios and developed by Whisper Games, who specialise in mobile ports to PC, which this particular game is. Being a mobile port doesn't detract from this title, and I've sunk about 4 to 5 hours into this game so far, and I've quite enjoyed the experience. The obvious parallel I see people making is with FTL, a game which I love by the way, and I don't disagree. However, I also believe it shares a lot in common with games like Weird Worlds: Return to Infinite Space. Now, as we can see, the settings menu is quite scant, as this is a mobile port and not particularly graphically taxing. They seem to do the job for the most part, with the resolution options, graphic quality, full screen on or off, language options and separate volume sliders, and a box I highly suggest enabling the skip travel animations, which get tedious after the first 10 to 20 jumps between solar systems. The options for a new game are relatively simple, with a difficulty slider offering easy and normal difficulties, a tutorial option, as well as cemetery gates which allow you to find your ships from previous runs, and galactic twilight which turns star systems into black holes once you leave, disabling any backtracking. Where Out There succeeds and what makes it unique is with its choose your own adventure narrative, which runs parallel to the gameplay. The opening sequence, which you're about to see, also helps set the tone for this title.
I'm an astronaut aboard the Nomad. Passenger on a line that connects Earth to Ganymede, a moon of Jupiter. Until something happened. When I awoke from cryonics, I wasn't in orbit around Ganymede. In fact, I wasn't even in the solar system anymore. I was out there.
The game's very quick tutorial sets you up with the basic knowledge required to play the game, explaining how to interact with orbital objects, modify your ship, repairing parts, as well as refilling the various systems including fuel tank, life support, and hull integrity, with the corresponding elements being hydrogen, oxygen, and iron. As the game progresses, more efficient elements become available, such as helium, which provides more fuel per unit. The game also includes a crafting system, which allows you to build upgrade modules for your ship. These modules take up one of your ship's limited storage spaces, so managing your resources and ship upgrades in the early game can be challenging, adding to the difficulty of this title, which is rather brutal at the best of times. The goal of the game is simple: you are to survive your trip through space as you make your way to the unknown star at the other end of the galaxy, shown to you by the strange cube at the outset of the game. Whilst it sounds simple in theory, in practice for the most part it isn't that easy. One area of contention worth mentioning is the degree to which RNG plays a part in this game, and can make or break your run. However, this can be said of many roguelikes. Picking up Mum's knife versus soy milk in the first item room in Binding of Isaac, for example, generally dictates the difficulty or odds of success of a run from a very early stage. This stands true for Out There as well. You can discover amazingly powerful alien tech in the first solar system you visit, or you can find barren planet after barren planet and run out of resources in your first 10 minutes of play. So if RNG isn't your thing, this might not be the title for you. Another important area of note regarding this title is its lack of combat. The gameplay is more like a choose your own adventure book than your typical roguelike title, and is akin to a less linear Long Live the Queen. The writing in the game is superb, giving life and emotion to your lonely protagonist, and at times can be genuinely funny. I found this style of storytelling to be quite engaging, and has brought me back to the game again and again, trying to push a little further to find out more about the protagonist and try to discover what it is that is out there. The universe is vast and filled with many choices. You could find great fortune, or suffer greatly, and it's these choices that punctuate the story and make it your own. Along with these choices, there is an alien language feature, similar to that from Final Fantasy X. As you progress through the game, you'll find and encounter aliens who speak to you in a common tongue that you don't understand. With each encounter, you will decipher a handful of words, which will help you to understand the next. These encounters usually take the form of a question or a request for a particular resource you may be carrying. If you choose correctly, you'll be rewarded with Omega, a universal resource of sorts, as well as a piece of alien technology for you to craft. The music in this game is very relaxing, and makes this an ideal game to kick back and play on a lunch break to unwind a little. The sound effects, on the other hand, can get a little repetitive after a while, and I would suggest turning them down a bit in the options menu. Overall, I've really enjoyed my time with this game, and plan to continue my adventures in Out There in the future. If you're interested in this title, you'll find it on the Steam store for $9.99 USD or your regional equivalent. I hope you found this quick critique useful, thanks for watching and I'll see you next time.